All right, guys. So, you know, sometimes I have to make a video in English, right? Just for you bro cells. But we are still going to take a look at Professor, the Indian Hammerhand, Desi Hammerhand, bro. Look at Desi Hammerhand. This makes my videos have more reach. For some reason, this guy gives me more views. Anyways, had to talk about this dude, Macken Murphy, and of course, our favorite Richard Cooper, right? Um, if you are going to ask me a question, bro, how can you make a video on Mac and Murphy? This is so wrong. You have made 5 videos about him on the last channel, bro. You have made this many videos talking about how he misrepresents the foraging data and says that 80% of the calories are not from the gathering. How can you make another video on him? Well, if Drayton can make that many videos on, the fuck is that guy called though? Holy shit, I forgot. I forgot. I forgot what he is called. Oh, Goat of Niche. Holy shit. I opened this channel and I remembered. He's called Goat of Niche. He's called Goat of Niche. Yeah, Avnish, man, Avnish. Alright, Avnish. And Rehab can make that many videos on Dr. K, who's like a fucking low-hanging fruit. I can also make another video on Mac and Murphy. Right, and this is not going to be like a 20-minute video where I bore the shit out of you guys talking about some obscure research paper, some obscure argument. And this is going to be much more quick, and hopefully I can keep this shit under 7 minutes. Alright, so Mac and Murphy brings this bald retard, like hair is not the only thing that he lacks. Right, Richard Cooper on his channel, and Richard Cooper tries to argue about hypergamy. Mac and Murphy gives him those Mack and Murphy gives him those statistics that see when women get educated there is no hypergamy. They only marry guys that are educated as them. They do not marry guys that make more money than them. Or there would be the argument from Mack that look, hypergamy is reducing in 29% of the couples. They are roughly the same. It's only 55% of the couples where the husband makes more money. What Mac and Murphy doesn't mention there is, conveniently, when you are looking at associative mating, when you are thinking about something like hypergamy, in the modern world it is not as simple as that. It eventually comes down to investment on your partner, right? If someone is not absolutely hypergamous, right, if someone has more resources to dispose, the reality is they would just go ahead and choose someone prettier than you. With these couples that you see that they're making more money than the husband, or they make equal money as the husband, just check for a differential breakdown, and that is where my second point comes in. Red pill copers like Richard Cooper, I'm sorry, that just came out of me reflexively, right? You ask them scientists like Mac and Murphy, Mac, what is the investment in gifts, in vacations, and generally anything, right, that the man does on the woman as opposed to what the woman does directed towards the man? And Macken would immediately have to backtrack on that. The problem is people like them would not have enough intellectual capacity to ask that question. It's the same thing, right? When Destiny said that, oh, BMI of men and women is the same in the United States, so this proves that men have a higher BMI. Well, men are supposed to have a higher BMI, regardless, and there should be like a 2-point difference in most cases, unless you are packing a lot of muscle. Then it should be a difference, right? And clearly, with 40% body fat, American women are not high in BMI because of muscle. So that's the same thing with Cooper here, right? He doesn't manage to question Mac on, dude, what is the differential spending? See, when women cannot secure, or when women, for some social reason, do not want to show that they're hypergamous, that they're with someone that makes more money than them, they're still hypergamous in terms of financial investment. they are still hypergamous in terms of financial investment. They will not get with a guy they will have to pay half of the finances for. They will not get with a guy most of the time that is not paying for the vacations. And check this out, guys do not buy a lot of things for themselves. It's either between savings or it's between family expenditure. Meanwhile, women spend a far greater portion of their money that they earn for personal things. How do you think that difference reasonably holds up? When you do not make significantly more money than her, you have to provide significantly more disposable income for her likings than she does for you. That is how hypergamy persists. It's just a mutated, salient form of hypergamy.